Oh, hello and greetings, fellow pals and gals of the YouTube world. It's your boy, and we are back once again for another riveting episode of Figure Friday. You know, that special time of the week where we spend some quality time together and basically nerd out about all things figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia related of all kinds, shapes, colors, sizes. You better believe anything in the sort you're gonna find it on this channel right here. Now, before we start, I just want to say, I want to say thank you for those of you guys who are keeping this channel going, because as you know, you are the lifeblood of this channel, and I want to say that you guys are awesome, and I appreciate each and every single one of you. Now, we do, as you know, we here at the Wolfpack, we do care about one another, and I want you guys to know that I care about you guys, so I want you to be able to take care of yourselves. So, if you haven't already, please do your boy a favor and go grab something to eat, something to drink. You know, if you want, I'll be here waiting, because as you know, we start at a very specific mark. So, please go and help yourself, and I'll be here waiting, really. Very excited about tonight's episode, I ain't gonna lie. Stretch too, I forgot. I'm just hearing strange noises. Of course, it could be the music. I ain't gonna lie, it could be the music. And also, folks, I think I forgot to clean my camera because I just realized it looks very blurry, and I do apologize about that. Let me see. Let me give a little click. Yeah, let me see if that helps. Probably and probably won't, but hey, I'm trying here, folks. Really, I am. But don't worry about me, folks. I've already eaten, and I already had something to drink a little earlier. So hey, I'm ready to rock if you're ready to rock. But I do know that everybody else is out there. I know they're doing their own thing. Also, I do hope that you guys are hanging on, especially during this quarantine, because I know it's getting harder for everybody else out there. I know everybody else is out there kind of struggling, and I do wish you all the best. Also, remember, keep your hands washed. Lávase las manos, please. Okay, please wear the masks. Okay, like me, I'm trying to help cut down on this COVID stuff. So, hopefully, the world will go back to normal, because I want that just as much as anybody else. Please. Yeah, work was killer today. I ain't gonna lie. Now, before we get into the nitty gritty, I do want to let you guys know why this is such a special episode tonight. Well, it's because your boy here is actually turning another year older. That's right, folks. This is the Figure Friday birthday special of the team. You know, and I'm actually very happy. I don't really want to say how old I'm gonna be, but let's just say I'm pushing. You know, I'm pushing for another big number. But as you can see, we have hit the 3-minute marker. I know it's right here, and I'm looking at it right now. But and I know it's probably right there too. I can't see it. But for those of you guys just joining us, welcome back, and I hope you please, hope you're ready, because I hope you sit back, relax, kick your feet up, take a breath of relief. Because as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of tonight. So, for tonight, we're actually going to be taking a walk into the world of Marvel. As tonight, we're introducing a new Funko and a new figure. And of course, one of them hailing from a parallel Earth known as Earth 2149, and the other who seems to have a sort of fascination with the bright light from the big ball of cheese in the night sky. But I'm going to try not to spoil anything before the holy moments, you know, before the holy moments of getting into the content. Oh, dang, I got an itch on that one. That felt really good. Okay, so first up, I thought we could go ahead and take a trip to a parallel universe, folks. That's right, because we're going to be traveling to that Earth of which I spoke of, the Earth 2149. Now, it used to be the same, just like every other Earth out there, plentiful. The people were great. Everybody knew them. Everybody was always, you know, happy and smiling, except it was until one time a mysterious plague had actually arose, and it was very deadly, a very deadly plague. But what happened is that it had a very nasty I apologize, a nasty effect on the denizens of the city, of the world, you know. And however, when a certain major antagonist or kind of protagonist antagonist type deal, I mean it's hard to say, but when a certain antagonist of said parallel world was basically infected by said plague, well, unfortunately, it had a very nasty effect as it turned him into. Wait, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Just take a breath. Take a breath. A zombie. That's right, folks. That's right. And who is this antagonist that you ask? Well, he's one of the most well-known mutants in the world of Marvel Comics, and he's been around with the X-Men for a pretty good while. I ain't gonna lie. He's appeared in multiple comics, multiple movies that have been about him, and he's actually appeared in the kind of comic book series that we're kind of going to be speaking about tonight. He appears in what's called the Marvel Zombies saga, and that mutant goes by the name James Howlett, but he also goes by another name, and that name, ladies and gents, is Wolverine. But this is not just any Wolverine that we're speaking of here, folks. No, this is the zombie version of said Wolverine, hailing from the Earth 2149. And of course, looks very destructive in his capabilities. Let me get him out of the folks that we can see. This is the first of many, first of about 4 only Marvel Zombies that I think has been released so far from the saga. Ooh, he looks epically awesome for a half dead guy. There he is. Take a look at him. Don't worry, folks. He's just happy to be here. Trust and believe. He's happy to be here. As you can see, he's got his exposed body right there, which of course his metal adamantium skeleton. Of course, he's got some green nasty snot going. Use a tissue. I have tissues over there if you want one. All you gotta do is ask. Okay, please. Just post it right there. Just okay. But as I said, folks, the very awesome and well, very undead cigar smoking badass. And you ask, I'm sure, how did he get this virus? Of course, that turned him into an undead. Well, it's kind of simple, but at the same time, it's kind of weird. Because, I'm actually glad that you asked. Because it was actually during a battle when he and the other X-Men were going one-on-one with a, what was it? And it was called the, I'm sorry. It was an infected Alpha Flight. And what had happened was he was actually a part of a team who was going to be sent to the front lines to sort of, halt the zombie apocalypse or maybe just even slow it down. But unfortunately for Wolverine here, he ended up becoming infected with said virus. And of course, along with his other, my apologies, along with his other X-Men comrades, a few of them were actually more infected. I can't say which ones for certain, but I do know that the Hulk was one of them. I believe Deadpool also, but I mean it's Deadpool. I mean the guy can't die, so I find it kind of ironic with the fact that he was going to be turned into a zombie, But yeah, that's just me. But really, he just looks awesome. I love the whole concept of the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe being turned into zombies, just to see what would happen. And I actually read up on some fun facts about that universe, and of course Wolverine here. There was actually a time where he and a few other of his infected brothers and sisters had actually had found an 8 Galactus. That's right, folks. The Eater of Planets had actually ended up being eaten by the planet of zombies, Planet Z, which of course is what it was called. And what makes him more dangerous than any other mutant is the fact that when he was in his zombified state, he's actually committed nasty crimes, such as mass destruction, even genocide at one point, which was just a massive deal to me. But I mean, that's just me, folks. That's just me. And his goal, while wanting to not only eat Galactus, he was also seeking to eat the Silver Surfer. But why he was doing that is because he wanted to do it in order to gain his cosmic powers and abilities, which would make him just more dangerous, more deadly. And just, we really don't want that to happen, folks. I mean, a mutant with his capabilities, his healing factors, and his just savage and brutal ways. We don't want that out there with cosmic abilities. Okay, so let me just give y'all one last look. And as you can see, this is the special bobblehead version of him. I can tell he's highly impressed with the way he's looking at me. I mean, I hope he's not trying to eat me. I'm not on the menu. I'm not on the menu. I may not be Galactus, but I'm bigger than him. So just don't look at me like that. Okay, just rest right there. Okay, just chill for me. Okay, James, please. You gonna chill? Thank you. I see what you did there. Okay, folks. Now, moving on. We are going to hit the universe switch button, and we're gonna head into a different Earth, different universe. We're gonna head into another planet known as Earth 616. As tonight, we are actually going to be introducing a very rare find that I've been looking for a pretty good while now, and I'm happy to say that I have him in my possession because I looked at the figure. I didn't take him out of there yet, so don't worry about that. I looked at it, from the box from the outside like everybody else, and the detail and scale of this guy is just amazing. Mainly because he's one of those. To me, he's like a sort of underrated MCU character because he is a hero. But he's got amazing capabilities, and his story, the backstory that I read on him, is actually very interesting. Honestly, I didn't even know that he got his abilities that way. But I want to be able to share it with you guys, so please sit back and relax. So, as I said, we're going to talk about this one particular individual who's gone by many aliases over the past few years that he's had these abilities and powers. One of them, of course, was known as the Crescent Crusader, and the other one, of course, Sergeant Spectre. He's also gone by another more kind of comic name, I'm going to call it, but sort of, kind of cool at the same time. It was also called Moon Demon, and all of them are great nicknames, but the one, to me, that sort of rocks and just sticks with him nowadays is the more well-known version of him, of this character, which the world knows him by for his comic book series and his abilities and his backstory. Which, of course, folks, I'll tell you. Let me tell you something. Mr. Moon Man himself, the Moon Knight. That's right, folks. That's right. Mr. Moon Man himself. And I thought ahead this time and actually cut the devil's tape, so this way it wouldn't beat me. Not today, on this day. No. But yeah, as I said, folks, Mr. Mooney here actually goes by the name Mark Spector. Yeah, get out of there. Ooh, I love the backdrop that they use for it. If you can see in there, guys, it's the phase of the moon and his eyes glowing. That's crazy. Oh, what did I drop? Oh, it's this. I don't need that. Let me see. Okay. I'm already liking the figure. He looks amazing. But let me just get him out of there so you guys can see him. I apologize for the noise. I'm just saying that right now. Ooh. Okay. Wow. That looks crazy. Okay. Put the no. Put it right there. That way I won't forget. But yes, let me give you guys a look at it real quick, just before we get into the nitty of the gritty of Mr. Mark Spector here. Check him out. This is his design, of course. But yeah, as I said, a little bit of history about Mr. Spector here. Let me make sure you guys can see. He is actually a Jewish American former U.S. Marine who had actually turned CIA agent, but who, after leaving both of the establishments, had become a soldier of fortune. And he was on a routine mission. Well, not necessarily. We'll call it a routine mission, for the sake of sakes, He was actually injured very harshly, and he was left for dead in the desert of Egypt. But he was also saved by an idol of an Egyptian god. That, of course, Egyptian god of the was actually of the moon. It was known as Khonshu, I think it was. Yeah, Khonshu or Khonshu. It's I didn't get a translator on that one, but it's either Khonshu or Khonshu. That's very interesting to me, because this is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, because in that moment, it was when saving his life, he was actually given the moon-based powers, such as power absorption, lunakinesis, and of course a mastery of martial arts. Dang, this is crazy, folks. I ain't gonna lie. But unfortunately, with every hero, there's also the drawback, which of course is the weakness. But you guys look at this. This is the staff here, but this isn't just a staff. It does a whole lot more. And don't worry, we're going to get into that, and I'm going to give you guys a play-by-play, each weapon that he's rocking and everything. Don't give it, because you know that's the type of person I am, and I care about each and every one of y'all, because I want to be able to give y'all as much content as possible. But, as I said, the drawback of the abilities that he has here, it says his is actually brain damage, and the thing is, in this case, it was determined to be called dissociative identity disorder, and it's basically when the brain itself actually develops different personas, which actually was a consequence of the Egyptian god who inhabited his body, who actually was his avatar. And basically having Khonshu's spirit inside of him is actually said to have 4 of the aspects. They're Pathfinder, Embracer, Defender, and Watcher of... Oh, what was it? I read it earlier today. Watcher of Overnight Travelers. That's what it was. Yes. Let me just give you guys a look-see. He also comes with an interchangeable face, which I'm assuming is, of course, when Khonshu takes over, actually. I apologize for the camera quality, folks. I mean, I guess I didn't clean it enough. But, like I said, that's one. And he comes with, of course, what's every superhero without his patented weapons? As I said, folks, this here is actually not just a regular run-of-the-mill staff. It gives kind of Daredevil type feels to me, because it's called a Truncheon or Truncheon, something like that. Mainly because it acts as a staff, but also a pair of it can boil down to a grappling hook, even a long set of nunchakus, which that's just crazy. I read upon him a little bit more, and as it turns out, he actually rocks a pair of pistols, but they didn't include it in here. But they basically shoot what's called crescent darts, and of course I have them here, so no need to worry. There we go. Look at that. That is one of the crescent darts, and of course they call it the crescent darts because the crescent moon, you know, the shape crescent form. There you go. It looks pretty cool right there. Maybe a tattoo. No, put it away. And of course he comes with 2 interchangeable hands and 3 of the mini crescent darts. You know, that's actually pretty crazy. Also, I found out some very interesting facts about Mr. Spectre here, or Mr. Moon Knight. My apologies, folks. With the abilities that he has, you know, them of course being the moon-based abilities, he actually hunts werewolves. Yeah, you heard right. Being the fact that he has these moon-based powers, and he actually uses them to hunt the supernatural creatures, which of course that inhabit the night, you know, who basically come out during the main phases of the moon, or if they've basically transitioned into a werewolf themselves, you'll find Mr. Moon Knight here, and he'll be on the prowl, on the hunt. And a very interesting fact about his costume, it's all white, you know. There is a reason for that, though. The reason that he rocks the white costume and white cape is because he wants to be seen by his enemies. Because in that moment, that's basically the last thing his enemies are going to see coming at them, you know. So he wants to make sure he makes his presence known, and he basically wants to become the best hero by taking out the villains that need to be done. And probably one of the coolest facts about this guy is the fact that he can resurrect himself. But as I said, that again kind of plays into the fact that the god that inhabits his body, Khonshu, is actually the god of vengeance. And I know how that may scream, like Punisher type feels, or all the other anti-hero type feels out there, but it makes him more unique. But that's just my my honest opinion. But before I end the stream tonight, folks, or before I end the episode tonight, there are a few things that I just want to nerd out about just for a second. For those of you guys who didn't know, the trailer for the final combatant in Mortal Kombat 11 did drop recently, and it features the return of the crazy Kanoom killer, Melina. I did watch her gameplay trailer today, and to be honest, I was, honestly. All the fighters just look amazing. I'm actually happy they brought back Rain and Melina, and with the new addition of Rambo, to kind of mix things up. I want to gush just a little bit over Melina. She's not my favorite. I will always be a Kitana fan, but that's just me. Her moveset is just, it looks more, fluid, a little bit more smooth. I see they brought back some old abilities, including, the side throw, the telekick, and I can't say it's my favorite move because it got spammed a lot online, but it's the ever faithful, ball roll across the floor. But I did see some new abilities. I did see a move where I get kind of reptile feels from it, where she goes invisible, and I see that she's become even more deadly in like her telekicks, and of course her side type moves. There was one I was watching where she did a whole little 5-finger fillet type thing. It was epically awesome. Now, I didn't see the fatalities. I didn't see the fatal blow. There's a reason for that. For those of you guys who are curious, whenever like new fighters and stuff like that come out, whenever it's time to show the fatal blows and the fatalities, I look away, mainly because on the day they drop and I play with them, I put the face cam on the PlayStation, so that way you guys can see my my honest reactions, because I want you guys to see how they make me feel. But that's just me, But yeah, and also I want to give a shout out to the new subs who have joined the Wolf Pack. I thank you guys for joining us. You guys are awesome, and welcome to the pack. But don't be afraid to hit the follow button when it does appear there, and feel free to look forward to each one of these videos when they do appear. And for those of you guys who did join me tonight, I do appreciate you, and who are going to be also watching this as a highlight, I appreciate you also. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves, lávase las manos, por favor, and wear your masks, okay? And always, as always, folks, be zen, huh? Peace.